Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. This is the third video on Emily's Honda build for the Bike Shed show. We are right up against it. We're going to be running out of time, I think, but I'm hands deep in fabrication, making brackets and trying to get the stuff done so that this frame can go off to powder coat. I've been cutting around around it. It really doesn't film that well, but I'll show you what I've been doing and then we'll go and catch up with Emily because she just keeps making loads of noise outside in the workshop. So down here, as you would have seen, we made up those brackets last time. These ones are tacked in, I've got to put them in the other side. We have the crossbar in there. I've now managed to get some steel. This has been a fight all week, but we got some steel, so I managed to make up the tab brackets that the electrics box is going to mount to. We got that rear mount in. I'm doing the one here, and then I've got the tank to fabricate.
It needs to get got with the jet
I'm
wash.
here.
Why were you there?
I'm here.
Why were you so close? Because you shut me up then.
I was going to see you. I'm going to have to bleep that. Say hello.
Hello.
This is video 3, this is.
Is there anything else that one's getting with the jet wash?
Probably. I'll have to check. What have you been doing?
Jet washing my engine. Because, you know, you have to keep cleaning and cleaning and cleaning the same parts apparently for this build.
Are they clean yet?
Yeah. Completed it. I was coming to see if there's anything else.
I'll be the judge of that.
Here. It's a quality control.
I live here. Get that door shut.
No, it's lovely and warm.
No, shut the door. Shut the
Is there
door.
anything else that one's getting with the
We'll have a look now. I've just asked her, I said, I'm still not sure how we're going to mount this petrol tank. And she says, I've got a really good idea. And she disappeared off and she's been gone for about 10 minutes. Let's go and find out what she's doing. What are you doing?
Using parts of my brain that I didn't know existed. You said that
Why is the petrol tank here?
Because, shush, listen. You said that the tank on your dad's bike is the same tank as what we're trying to fit on this bike. And you also said, see, this is all your fault. You've also said that we're not sure how we're going to mount it because we're dropping it below where the engine is. So I thought I could come and see how your dad's is mounted and the size of the things that mount your dad's, and then it'll just transfer over.
You've taken my dad's bike apart.
See, but it goes back together. It's like, I know this about bikes now. They come apart and they go back together. Although in our world, they just come apart and we leave them apart. But yeah, so I need 3 centimetres down by 3 inches across.
Inches? Centimetres?
Inches. No, inches. Although I have just thought the frame of your dad's one might be wider than ours. But I'm going to go down there now with my measurements because, yes, I've measured this, but your dad's got rubber ones. I don't know if we're going to have rubber ones or whether we're going to make brackets. I haven't got that far ahead. But you can see my logic here, can't you? There is logic. My brain doesn't normally work in this way.
There's another bike in pieces.
She got stuff to do, but she started doing other stuff rather than the original stuff. So everything's just apart. Doesn't matter. Be fine.
Let's go and make a bracket.
It's fine. Yes.
You've got the measurements?
Yeah. 3 down. Let me measure this tiny one as well because I think this is like a helpful one. And this one's 3 across as well.
I have to admit she's got a good idea. I don't know how I feel about her taking the bike apart, but okay.
See,
let's carry on.
Brain works sometimes, but I think it's because you've given me such laborious tasks all week. Then, like, you just
Oh, there she comes.
died some sort of creativeness happening.
What you been doing?
Oh, cleaning and a lot of it.
What are you cleaning?
Engine.
Should we go have a look at it?
Yeah.
This is Emily's chair.
It's a little sad-looking chair, isn't it?
What have you been doing on this chair?
And this chair, I've sat in this chair every day this week in this chair, but this is now all clean. I've gotten rid of all the goopy that was originally on here, on all of them, not just this one. This one, and this one. They've all been degreased. I've gotten to the point where I'm removing the paint. I've scrubbed that much. But yeah, all cleaned, all degreased.
Surgically clean.
I am now I'm at scratching point, and then hopefully before I go to bed
Where's
I'll
your
be at painting point. Where's what?
You got PJ1, ain't you?
Yeah, it's in the cupboard with the paint.
So,
But yeah,
in our lovely little cupboard, we have hiding. Ooh, that oil can nearly fell over on me. The legend that is PJ1 Fast Black.
Yeah, but to clean these, I have used a combination of stuff. I think it's in there, the XCP stuff. That is absolutely fantastic stuff. Words then. I am using carburetor cleaner as well, but I've tried to limit the use of this because this dries my hands out and gives me a headache because it is quite fumy. Whereas that isn't too fumy, doesn't dry
Really
my
good.
hands out.
You got a whole bunch of this, ain't you? But
yeah.
Different
Bits.
all
It's
queued
really,
up
really good.
that we're trying out. And it has worked out really well for what we're doing.
It really has. And then I cleaned this as well, the outer casing, because that's going to go and be powder coated along with the frame and come back as graphite grey.
Yeah.
When the frame goes on Monday, we're planning to take that, aren't we?
Yep.
Yesterday, I went and got some some steel strips. Steel.
Yes. They didn't have the aluminium.
They didn't have aluminium, but the man did do me some steel. Tamworth steel somethings.
Yeah.
It was three words. Tamworth steel something.
Services? Don't know.
I don't want to say performance, but anyway. Yeah. Well, Joe gave me £30 to go and buy them with. And fancy it that it was exactly £30 for 8 little pieces.
It wasn't £30 for 8 little pieces, was it? The £30 was for that and the aluminium they didn't have.
It was £30 for you.
Apparently so.
Joe has. We've done the conversations together, haven't we? Like about the brackets, but
Yeah.
I don't have the confidence to use the angle grinder.
Yep, so I've cut these out.
You've cut them. We've drawn them and designed them together.
You've deburred them all.
I've deburred them all. You've
Got your holes in.
drawn them in.
We've made the bracket
But
for
these
the
ones.
mudguard down here.
Mudguard. Yeah, because we had to put a spacer in, didn't we?
Yep.
Because our friend
And
kindly
scallop
popped
this.
by.
I wish I'd have filmed that.
Oh, it was dreadful.
He was going around the garden like a swan.
He was.
But essentially, he's going to go in there.
Yeah, my friend felt that it was too long as a mudguard where it originally was going. So we're going to, instead of chopping it off, because I like it the shape that it is. So, but I have compromised. We're going to bring it out a little bit. And it'll then not be as long and the mudguard will go.
Yeah, because originally it was here,
On the
wasn't
end.
it?
Yeah, originally it was a bit further round, and this is where our friend was just taking the mickey a little bit,
Just a touch.
saying it was too round there like that. So yeah, we worked out where our swing arm was going to go. This is going to be graphite grey as well. That's going to go with that to be graphite grey. But yeah, I think all the brackets are pretty much nearly there, all tacked in.
Got one more to do
One more.
down there.
And
These and these top ones to tack in. But what I need you to do now, if you can, is we're going to hold this in place and get you to drill the holes for your mudguard. How's Miss Sandyland?
I'm having a great time.
I've been welding. Those
Yes.
brackets are tacked in.
Lovely.
And you're doing keying.
I'm prepping for painting.
Sounds
That's what I'm
wonderful.
doing because I'd like to be painting. And to get to painting, I have to do this.
But it's set at the right height now, and it's starting to look like a bike.
Yeah.
What we do need to do though is get you to fabricate that tank bracket, don't we?
Yes.
So you do the sanding, I'll get some tacking done, and then can get back to cutting metal. That's your favourite job.
Oh. Oh, it doesn't quite fit, does it? It's going to take 2. Ah.
It's good practice for masking off the engine, though.
Yeah, gotta get that done so we can get painting. Does it matter if I'm not completely up?
No.
So, hang on, you've written me things down, haven't you?
Yep. So you want a centre line on there?
Yep, 2.5.
Yep.
And then 2.5.
Yep.
I'll draw myself a dot in the middle as well. Is it pleasing you that I'm actually measuring things and using a ruler? Stressed you out the other day, didn't I?
Yeah. Here's your centre line. Yeah.
Centre line, so that's this bit?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, I needed
And we're
this.
going to bend this into a horseshoe. This is the bracket that you tried to copy.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
right. Yes. I
So
know.
the
I know
top-
what I'm making. I just need to.
So the top, you want it to be 30 mil. There, that's what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah. So from the centre line, you need 15 mil either side, 1.5 centimetres.
Right. I'm just drawing these 2 lines.
Yep.
Do I need to go all the way down?
Well, as long as you've got enough to make it was 30 mil on my dad's, wasn't it? But we'll probably make it a bit longer.
Right, I'm with you. I'm understanding. Just takes me a while. Yeah?
Yep.
What lines are these lines?
So we're going to cut a slot.
So what lines are these lines? Are these lines these lines?
Yep. Okay.
So I need to be 8 mil here.
No, your hole's going to be 8 mil. This is going to be outside of your hole here.
Right.
So you want to be 4 mil in from there. Now.
That is straight. It just looks all wonky because of... Why 4 mil? I don't
Because
understand.
4 mil is half of 8.
Well, yeah, no, I know 4 mil is half of 8.
Well, you drill a hole from the centre, didn't you?
Oh, I see. Okay. So I don't need to go another 4 mil down and then
No.
that'll be the centre of my hole?
No, because that is the centre of your hole there. You want this hole,
Yeah.
yeah? You're having 10 mil to the edge of the hole. So
Yeah.
we're saying that
It's 10 mil. That's that bit. I've done that bit.
to the edge of the hole.
Yeah.
So if you're drawn 4 mil, that's the centre of your hole.
Right.
So if you just drill that hole there now, the edge of the hole
I don't appreciate your tone here.
is going to end up there, isn't it?
Nice. Slightly to the right. Doesn't matter.
Three.
3, 2, 1. You ready? Waiting for the cameraman?
I can't do one camera. Now you got me doing 2.
I have,
Just
because I
phone
need Instagram footage as well. See, because we've reversed roles, and it's going well on my end.
Is it?
It is. I have spent all week, look at this, you can have your dinner off this now. I have spent all week cleaning this.
Cleaning
So
and cleaning
it's
and
not-
more cleaning.
It's not been great camera footage, cleaning all of this. But yeah, I've cleaned all, there was sticky goop all around here, all this is off. We've cleaned all in these pieces. I've roughed it up, it's all ready to be painted. But one thing I have been told by multiple people on this is that this has oil canals. Is that the right? That's the right phrase.
Galleries.
Galleries. And I need to make sure we used an aqua blaster, didn't we,
Yeah.
at Bob's? So I just need to make sure that all of the little beads are out of the oil galleries. Yeah. So I'm going to use more of this. I am so in love with this product. I really, really am. So I'm going to use this and an air compressor to just go through these bits on this one and the other part of the casing, which is in that box. And then masking and painting. And it'll feel like the job is like moving forward because I've not built, like, this is my first build. And some of these jobs this week, guys, I tell you, they've just been so repetitive and so laborious that they've just been long.
You don't do over and over again the same job, do you?
No, I don't. And I'm not as patient as Joe. And I do a bit and then I go to him and I'm like, how's this?
I think it's done.
And Mr. Quality Control keeps sending me back. So, yeah. I'm so pleased that this bit's near the end. But it's just part of building a bike.
Yep.
It is what it is, for want of a better phrase. I hate that phrase and it's everywhere at the minute. But why aren't I going?
Oh, you're not plugged in. The
Ah!
hose.
Look, this was you setting me up.
There you go.
You set the thing up this morning, you. Okay. All airbrushed and cleaned. So, how do I know that all the oil galleries are free of the beads from the
It's
aqua
hard to say.
blaster?
So, if you remember when you did it, this was all it was thick with, like, you could feel it, couldn't you, like a sugary donut.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that there's footage of that so that we can do like a before and after. Oh, hang on a minute. My gimbal end's going without me. There we go.
So yeah, all in here, you could feel it. It was like sugary donut, wasn't it?
It was horrible.
But yeah, by cleaning it through, you know it's all off the main surfaces because you'd feel it. In terms of the galleries, do we want to talk about this one?
Yeah, yesterday when I was cleaning, Joe asked me where this guy is because you see this one's got a piece in him. He's lost, and we then went down the route of could he be outside or could he be in the workshop? And then I remembered as well we had taken this, like I say, to Bob's. So I said I think we need to just cut our losses and accept that he's lost.
Luckily we've got spare
Luckily,
engines.
I live with Joe. He never buys one of anything, so.
But yeah, so in here there's a gallery. You can see it travels across here to feed the end of this bearing.
Yeah.
That sits in here. That feeds from this chamber here,
I see.
and it also feeds up into this hole. So as long as there's nothing coming off. You mean you've sprayed these down at you and then gone at them with the compressor over and over again.
Because how sensitive is this? People have said, like, obviously you don't want any of the beads in. Them beads were really small though. Will one derail the whole thing?
Yeah.
Just one?
If it moves, yeah, depending on where it goes.
Oh.
So the
Very
cams,
sensitive.
the cams running, as you've seen, they run in the head.
Yeah.
The head's made of aluminium. Them beads are a lot harder than aluminium. They're glass.
Okay.
So if one gets between a cam or a bearing, ends up running round it, it'll put a big score line in.
Oh.
And then it'll just keep eating
keep
away at
going.
the hardened surface. So
Okay, so that's this piece. Is the ones on this piece that we need to think about as well then?
just the one. So you've got, there's the gallery that goes here, there's a tube, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
You've seen that feeds
Yeah.
from the outer case. That then comes up through here, and that's your supply to the top end. That's the one that we have to be absolutely certain of.
Okay, and all we can do really, because we can't see in these oil galleries per se, you have to just
Keep cleaning, keep
cleaning and then
Be
trust the
convinced.
process.
Yep. So,
Oh, that's nice.
what I'm going to
Sketchy.
say is,
Time to mask.
mask this up, this bottom face, turn it over, then we'll bolt it all together.
Yeah.
Then, you can mask this one as well. Bolt it together, do the two sides, paint it.
Yeah.
What song you been singing?
Shake, 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 you know, shake your body time.
What are we doing?
Shake, painting. Can you move? Let me move my orange plants. Orange plants for the orange cat. Oh. Whilst we're in the crappy bit of the garden. I'll eventually have a cold frame here for growing nice things.
So do some test sprays onto the wood, just so you can feel what the can's like. Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Just go.
You want all your edges to get in these gaps first. Nice light coats. Bit more distant. There we go. Yeah, there you go. You're getting a feel for it.